I'm going to go over all the sponsorship details, what we're going to be seeing there with that, how to join into a sponsor, all the different requirements there, or what you're limited to, and some further details there with that, with the sponsorships, as well as all the cosmetics for each different sponsorship. So let's just get right into it. What's up, world? It's W back in with another video. Today we're checking out all things the finals. Okay, so first up, when you are greeted with the sponsorship screen, it is going to have something in the bottom right for you to sign up. Now you're able to click through each individual sponsorship here, and you can obviously sign with one of the sponsors. You can click through in the top tab. It's going to showcase to you in the bottom left all the different cosmetics for each sponsor. However, these are not in order. In fact, most of them, or in all cases, I do believe the weapon is the last to unlock. And to further confirm, yes, the weapon is the last to unlock, even though it's showcased much earlier on in here. It's actually not the case. You can click through all of them: Engimo, ISeul-T, and Holtow. Now, people are going to ask, is this cosmetic limited to these specific classes? Yes. As you can see here, Engimo 1 is for the LH1 sniper rifle, which is for the light classes. Specifically, that's not going to apply to any other weapons, so you're probably going to want to go light class for this cosmetic. ISeul-T is going to give you a FAMAS skin for that, so you're probably going to want to go medium if you are ISeul-T, or if you main medium class. And then jumping over for Holtow, that is going to be heavy cosmetics, as the weapon skin there is going to be for the sledgehammer. So if you are a heavy main, more than likely you're going to be geared to picking that one. So they are kind of assigned to different classes. When Rob did tease that, that was the case. Jumping back on how to the sponsorships, how you can sign up for them. Once you do select here, so you see we have sign in or sign with Engimo, you'll click in. You then will be prompted with another screen to sign with them to confirm that. And once you do, you will be locked in with that. There is no way to change this as far as we know. So please do make this decision with some weight here, as you will not be able to change this at all. And going over some of the cosmetics here. So first off, I did sign with Engimo, so I'm going to go over those cosmetics as I'm able to showcase all of them to you in their glory. I'm going to showcase some screenshots from the other ones that I've collected from my teammates, because we all decided to select different ones here. But we're going to jump to this screen first. When you do sign in with them, it's going to tell you the top players for that team, the career stuff for it, all this stuff here. And then you have some cool stuff here, which is the fans, the sponsorship competition fans. And these are calculated by the player base, I believe. So all the players together are going to be generating fans, which you will get through contracts. I'll also show you those in a second here, but those are going to generate fans for you. So that's this screen here. And then we have the reward section here, which has 4 pages, and you see how many fans I have currently. It does seem like this is additive together with all this stuff, so I'm not sure how this is calculated, but there is some stuff there. And it doesn't seem like you can kind of, obviously I have 9,000 fans, which is different than this number, but it does seem like this is calculated with everybody, so maybe there's some discrepancy there. We'll have to wait and see. But it does seem like that you influence this, not on a player-to-player basis, but on a kind of global scale, at least from seemingly so. First reward here, we do have a badge. Next up, we're going to have a background, which you'll see in my player card. I can show you that very quickly here. Player card. I'll show you the other player cards too once we get into that from the other players' perspectives. Then we have some XP, which will be 9,000 XP. This is going to be for your battle pass. Next up here, we have the Engimo big sticker. And moving on, we have the Engimo downlink pants. Now, of course, you can't really inspect them here, but you can see them for what they are from this screen, but there is no inspect button, and hitting H doesn't really do anything, so you can only inspect so much. Jumping to page 2, again, more XP. We're going to get the Engimo spokesperson emote. These are more than likely the same on all the different sponsorships here. They're going to showcase your sponsorship behind you like that. Where we have the S for Engimo signee common badge that you'll be able to display on your profile. Then next up, 9,000 XP, and then completing your near full set here, that you have the Engimo uplink top, which is going to go with your pants. That's going to be the same for both sponsorships there. On page 3, you have the Engimo borders here, the Engimo turquoise pulse. Then you have the epic or rare weapon charm, Ichikawa's dragonfly. Probably not pronouncing that correctly, but that's what that is. It's going to be a little weapon charm. Then XP next to that again, and another rare background. That is the Engimo bandwidth. And then on page 3 here, the last one there, you're going to get the Engimo daemon, which is a mask or a demon mask of sorts. Moving on, we do have the S for Engimo signee common badge, but this one is gold once you get to this stage. And as you see, these are increasing exponentially. So as you go through these will increase exponentially. So this is going to be quite a grind to get through these. Next to that, we have 9,000 XP, and then we have the Engimo Not Alone rare background or epic background. and this more than likely is going to be animated. Of course, I can't show this, but Rob did point out that we're going to have animated backgrounds, and so more than likely this is going to be one of the ones that are animated. And then we have another 9,000 XP. And then last up here we have the weapon skin, which this one specifically is before the SR-84, the Engimo Hidden Roaming. And we have the contracts. As you can see here, these will just give you XP generated. However, you're also going to have these, which will generate you fans. So first up is the Engimo circuit. It seems like no matter what you pick, so whatever sponsorship you pick, everyone's going to start on the Engimo circuit. At least that's how it worked during the preview. We're not sure how it's going to work during live, but that's how it worked so far. And so it's like everybody's going to start with the Engimo circuit, so everybody's going to have access to this reward, but these are how you generate fans for that. It seems like you'll also get some at the end of the match, but you also get some for completing challenges here. As you can see through these, that will net you some fans there as well to push you through that, and there's different stages there, of course, too. Now jumping over here, of course, because I couldn't select multiple sponsorships, I had to get this footage / screenshots from my teammates here, but this is the Holtow set here, so that we're going to go over. As you can see here, again, you're going to have that badge and then that background there for the second reward on the page 1. XP, you're going to get signed by Holtow, and then you're going to get a cosmetic there at the end, which is the pants. That's going to be that cosmetic there. Jumping over to page 2, again, we have XP. We're going to have an emote here. I didn't get to see what this emote exactly was, but there's going to be another emote. It's probably going to be the exact same with just your background sponsorship there, so you can kind of see that one. And then you'll have your badge, silver badge, XP, and you'll get that jacket on page 2 of 4, which was showcased very nicely in some of the intro segments there. You'll see that kind of in its full glory from the sponsorship page that I can showcase to you. Moving on to page 3, we're going to have another background here, another cosmetic or weapon charm, just like the one that I had for Engimo. Then you have XP, you'll have another rare background, second to last here, and you'll have that further cosmetic, which is a helmet in this case and not a mask. That's kind of just like what I have with Engimo. These are going to mirror each other very well like that, and you'll see that here for the last of page 3. Then we go to page 4, you'll have that golden badge, XP next to it, the epic background, which is going to more than likely be animated for your player card, XP here, and then that sledgehammer skin, which is the last item that you unlock, even though it's showcased in the sponsorship is not the last item. Last but not least, we have the ISeul-T sponsorship here, all the different cosmetics with that provided to me from my teammates. So as we can see here, we again get that little bronze badge. You're going to get the ISeul-T banner here, which is really cool. That's going to look nice for your background. XP again, signed by ISeul-T. You see, again, we do have a sort of pattern here. We're going to get the leg cosmetic. I'll showcase the full cosmetic with the sponsorship page so you can see that in its whole glory, because you can't even see that. We're all here with that. You can't even expect that. You can only see it from the sponsorship page. For page 2, we have XP, another emote. This is going to be the same thing where you're just emoting that, and it's going to be the background behind you for ISeul-T. And then the silver badge, XP, the cosmetic for the lifestyle coat, the blue lifestyle coat there. Page 3, again, you're going to have that banner. A weapon charm, as you can see here. This one's actually really cool looking. It's like a shoe. Then you have XP there, again, next to that. Another rare background. And last up, you're going to get another headpiece or face wear here. In this case, another mask. Last up for page 4, you will receive gold badge, XP, that epic background that's going to be animated, XP next to that. And the last up here for the FAMAS skin. This one is really nice. I really like this one overall. Again, if you are medium class, you main the FAMAS a lot, you're definitely going to want this cosmetic, as this will be very unique to you, and no other sponsorship is going to be able to get it. That's how that works. So jumping back here, as we see with the sponsorship stuff, you only get one selection, so please make that with a weighted judgment there, as you will only be able to get one sponsorship cosmetics. It's going to be very grindy, as you can see. You have to get a lot of fans here. They do increase, as I said, as you go through the pages, but you will be able to get all this stuff there, and that is how the sponsorships work. Do make sure once you select, you cannot see the other one. In the bottom left, when you see those cosmetics, that is not the order that you get the cosmetics. The weapon is actually last for all of them. Again, as you see, the pattern is the exact same for each of them. That is how you receive those cosmetics in order for all the different sponsorships, and as well as how the contracts work with all that stuff there. It should cover everything with how the sponsorships work, how to get into them, how to sign to them, and once you make that selection, what those cosmetics are. Also, one last little detail here is it's going to showcase you on the background when on the loading screen. As you see, I have Engimo. In other cases, you will have these highlighted, and you could see them here actually. In fact, you can see their sponsorship names here, Holtow and ISeul-T. They'll showcase up on this banner's edge here, and once those come through, those will actually highlight in those colors. So that also depends on what you want your background imagery, and it will color that. So that's pretty cool there overall for the different sponsorships. Which ones that you have highlighted and which background you have highlighted depends on what sponsorships you select. That's another customization there with that. Overall, that's about covered for today's video. Like, subscribe, and to the next one. Deuces.